size on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get took, but my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and shut. Don't make way for a prodigy.
Gonna catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and checkin'. We bout to march, so if you not get to steppin'. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats. I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining no whack.
It's Madden.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
On 1st and 10, Roberts. It's complete to Brown, right side. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Off the play fake. Roberts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Roberts. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw, Roberts. And this is going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Got a man, that's Ward. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. They're going to look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
On second down, they'll run it here. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
You look at this Colt defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And he is caught. He will have the first down and a bit more.
Touchdown! A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Dragons are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
He's still on his feet. He may go.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And you can see they'll be the AFC South representative, but for the moment at least, they'd still need to host a wild card game in that first weekend, but not the worst thing in the world.
No, not at all. And you and I both know this about this division. It's been wide open and extremely competitive, and it was again this year. So for a team to come away with the division title and get to the playoffs, you know they'll be battle-tested for their run in January and into February.
He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
They'll set up to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
It's a big play there on 3rd down. And even 40 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher. We've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw is Roberts. Throwing again. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Roberts to throw on third down.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This is brought in at the 21. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan, and this is what they want.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. A great effort there.
70 yards. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Roberts. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And he's got this complete to Bellamy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Hitting, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep.
Into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Extra point attempt to come here. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive, 4 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Roberts on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll look to throw again. And his pass incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got Brown on the out route complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now Roberts on first and 10.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Down to the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Roberts now looking to throw on second down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
That one goes for 30 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dragons continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking to throw on second down. Roberts. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw is Roberts. A final shot before break. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this?
There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Dragons extend their lead yet again. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Looking to throw. Roberts. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. And he seems to look.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes and picking. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Dragons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Colts coming out now. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Under pressure, they got him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Up the middle they go. Hinton. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. San Juan's offense ready to get started again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Into space at the 45 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dragons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Well, the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Here's Roberts to throw on second down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Hinton. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. Back now here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Hinton trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Roberts. Touchdown Colts. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he is.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, do you like to do that? How do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Roberts.
They're throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Roberts on third down.
And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now Roberts throwing on first down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Roberts now to throw on third down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. To throw is Roberts on first down. And now here's another interception.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing.